Victor and its dealers present Burr Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players, with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
Good evening. Good evening, lovers of the drama. This is your host, Colonel Crackett, speaking for the members of the Kuklapolitan Drama League. We are more than happy to have you all out there, and we are more than happy to all of us be here with you tonight. I have been up here many times before announcing some of the various artistic events which the Kuklapolitan troupe have done for you. No doubt you remember some of the outstanding triumphs of the past season when the Kuklapolitan Light Opera Company did the Mikado, when the Kuklapolitan Ballet did the Swan Lake, and etc. Tonight I have another important announcement to make, because tonight is another rare and beautiful production. I feel very humble indeed to present tonight the first, for the first time anywhere, a new scenario based on the true-to-life experiences of a true-to-life person. Thank you. This is an achievement which, as I say, is rare and unusual and not often performed in the public, especially not on television. I believe this is another television first for the Kuklapolitan players. We are basing our story tonight on the life of a very dear friend of ours, because it just happens that today is his birthday. You people out there in the great television public, sitting there in front of your RCA Victor television receivers, watch us each day, I hope, and probably wonder. I said wonder. How this show can be brought to you day in and day out, and I might say move over because I'm not sure myself. It is due a great deal to the efforts, the untiring efforts of one of our members who is never seen, but who nevertheless is a member of, pardon me? No, I felt that it was necessary to say a few. I said I felt, pardon me, it's necessary to say a few words. You can't just go into this sort of thing cold. But I'll wind it up in just a minute. I beg your pardon. Someone backstage thinks that perhaps I'm taking a little bit too long. But it's never too long when you're talking about a dear and sweet friend. And I'm talking now about our director, who sits day in, day out, 24 hours a day in the control room, chained to that seat in there, and fed only occasionally on steel test ice cream. And the only pleasure he has, of course, is listening to RCA Victor records. Oh, I handled that pretty neatly, didn't I? I am referring to none other than Louis Gomavitz, our director, our revered director. And today we are presenting, for the first time anywhere, the life story of Louis Gomavitz, boy director. And so I will now leave the stage to more talented thespians and retire, but I will see you at intermission time. Our pageant opens on the Great Plains of Montana, where our good friend, Mr. Louis Gomavitz, boy director, was born and raised. You will excuse me a moment while we get the things off. I'm leaving just a minute. Get the stage all set. Thank you very kindly. Mama?
Yes?
Mama, where's Louis?
I haven't seen the boy in hours.
He should be studying his long division, Mama.
80? I say 80?
80 what?
80 studying it.
Oh. I know. That's what I was looking for. Louis? He's your son, Mama. Why don't you call him?
I will.
Louis? Louis? Where could that boy be? Louis?
Yes, Father? Yes, Mother? Are you working at your long division?
No, ma'am.
Well, get about it.
I ain't a hankering to do my long division.
Lois, how many times have I spoke to you about your long division?
I ain't a hankering to do my long division, Ma.
You're awful short on arithmetic. You better get into that long division.
I don't what? I don't need arithmetic, Ma.
Oh, yes, you do.
I was reading in Tom Swift, my Tom Swift book.
Oh?
And I'm sick and tired of studying and working. I want to be, boing, a television director. Unboing.
A television director?
Yes, you like that? I just put that in myself.
Why, television won't be here for a good many years.
But Tom Swift has already invented it.
He has?
Yes, and so
Where is it located?
Well, that's what I want to do, Ma. If I can, I'd like to seek my fortune and...
Oh, there you are, you young rapscallion.
He's got ideas about television, this boy.
About what?
About television.
Oh, that isn't invented yet.
Oh, yes, it is,
Yes,
Father.
he says Tom Swift has thought it up.
Well, he should know.
Well-
Well, what about it, son?
Well, I'd like to go east. I'd like to go and seek my fortune.
But you've got to get your education. Ain't that right?
Oh, you're so right.
Well, then, we won't...
I'm tired of Montana.
I'd like to see you settle down here in Montana.
No, I'm tired of Montana.
Well,
I want to go out east where there's excitement and glamour.
well, we don't want to frustrate the boy.
What was that term you used?
It's a new thing I heard at the women's club this
Oh.
afternoon.
I don't understand how your ma can drive 100 miles to the women's club. My goodness sakes, she's got all those chores to do.
Well, ride bareback, get there real fast.
Oh, I suppose so.
Well, I'll tell you what, son. I don't want to thwart your desires. I don't want to in any way hurt your ambition.
That's right.
But I do want you to remember this. Wherever you go, wherever you roam, think of this song and you'll think of home. This is our song, Pop. Oh, I long, how I long for Montana with the sweet scent of pine in the air, where the larks every evening sing melodies rare to the sagebrush and sweet prickly pear. Oh, I long, how I long for Montana, where the sinking sun sets on gold. In the heart of the Rockies, the land of the pine, it is there that my heart longs to go. Your father and me has different ideas about the tune, but the message is there just the same. I want you to remember, maybe you'd better get off to bed, son.
Yes.
Morning comes awful early in Montana. You too, son.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
What's that, Ma?
I says, morning comes early here.
Well, what do you want me to do,
I
Bud?
want you to leave.
I ain't a hankering to.
Oh, I think you'll leave.
I ain't a hankering to leave. What's going to happen to our little boy?
Well, that remains to be saw.
Well, that's true. Maybe we can send him to college somewhere. Suppose
Say,
we could?
that's a likely idea.
Yeah, that would be real fine.
Where do you think he's a hankering to go?
Is there any other college but Montana?
No other. That's where he'll go.
Then that's where we'll send him.
Well, here's where I cash the
Guess that's all of this scene. And now we go ahead several more years until after young Louis Gomavitz has, not yet, until after young Louis Gomavitz has graduated from college and has gone east to make his fortune. He is at this time a great, he's working in, not yet, he's working in a nightclub in the east.
Oh, my. Awfully hard the way I work in this nightclub. Some nights I have to set up all the scenery and put on all the makeup, and then I got to go to work in my drums. My drums are what I love. Still, I'd like to be a television director. Well, what? I worry a lot. Lost my hair too soon. Oh, well, let's skip a few years.
Pardon me. Is this where the audition is to be held?
I guess so, ma'am.
Well, I'm to have an audition this evening.
Oh, you're going to sing?
Yes,
Here?
I hope to be a great singer.
Oh, I'm sure you will be a great singer. I'm going to be a great television director.
What's that?
Television?
Yes.
Don't you read Tom Swift?
Not lately.
Well, read Tom Swift. You'll find out all about television. What part of the country do you come from?
I come from Iowa.
Iowa. Well, that's west.
Yes.
It's not as far west as where I come from.
Where is your home?
Oh, girl, if I could tell you about the beautiful part of my home in Montana,
Oh,
sagebrush out there.
oh,
Every night the lark sings to the sagebrush and the prickly pear.
oh.
And there are times now when I hear above the roar of the elevators and above the roar of the subway, I can hear that lark singing about Montana.
Oh,
I can just see that old prickly pear sitting there in the old sagebrush. And I think to myself,
the way they grow in Montana?
that's the way they grow. I think to myself, I'm glad I'm in New York. Oh, I wish I were back
Oh,
in Montana.
what are you doing here in New York?
I'm going to be a television director, but I have to work my way up, so I'm starting as a drummer.
I see.
It helps a lot to be a musician. You can get into the broadcasting business real easy that way.
Oh,
Yeah, and you're going to be a great singer, huh?
well, I hope to.
You should be. You've got the looks, and I bet you've got the voice, too.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know anyone here, and I'm a little uneasy about it. I'm not even sure whether I'm doing my song right or not.
Say, maybe you'd like to warm up a little bit.
Yes, I would.
Would you?
Yes.
I could help you. I'd be glad to accompany you with my trap drum set.
Oh, I certainly would appreciate it.
I and my partner would be glad. Have you met my partner?
No, I haven't.
He's from Washington, D.C.
Is he?
Yeah. Come on up here, Gene.
Hello there.
How do you do?
Fine, thank you. How do you do?
Quite well.
What are we going to do?
We're going to do a little number with this young lady,
Your friend, I believe I know your name.
Louis Gomavitz, boy
Louis-
director.
Oh, my name is Allison, Fran. Allison.
Certainly nice to meet you.
Well, let's get going. I see that our friend Jackson is over there at the piano, so why don't we just try a little number here, huh?
Yes.
All right, let's.
Do I love you? Oh, my
honey, indeed I do. Do I want you? Oh my, do I? Honey, indeed I do. I'm glad that I'm the one who found you. That's why I'm always hanging round you. Do I need you? Oh my, do I? Honey, indeed I do. I'm glad that I'm the one who found you. That's why I'm always hanging round you. Do I need you? Oh my, do I? Honey, indeed I do. Oh, with such wonderful background,
perfect.
I'm certain that I'll get attention anyway.
Oh, you're a great, wonderful performer.
Ooh, how do you do?
How do you do?
I heard your song. I just happened to be going through the nightclub at this time. And I'm from Hollywood. I'm a talent scout.
Oh.
And I'm going to offer you a contract, and you can come right to Hollywood. And also for a radio. I'd like it very much. Will you come?
Contract for me?
Yes.
Just for me?
Father.
No, I'm a different partner.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, and I appreciate your great offer, but I couldn't think of going without my great friend and advisor, Louis Gomavitz.
Where's he?
Right here.
Oh. Well, let me see. I'll go and talk to my director and see if we have room for a musician.
Yes, pray do. Oh,
Oh, that
Mr.
would be
Gomavitz,
exciting.
I do so appreciate the great courage that you've given me and the support, and I wouldn't think of going without you.
Oh, but if we, oh, it would be wonderful. It'd be such a wonderful experience. I never thought.
Well, you have.
Louis Gomavitz,
Here.
I got news for you. Uncle Sam wants you. You're in the Navy now. Intermission. And so that began the great career of Louis Gomavitz in the Navy. And now at this time, I would like very much to present for you, just as a sort of little special added treat between numbers, a little item that I think you're going to enjoy very much. Something kind of new. And I'll get my good friend Cecil Bill, who's our stage manager, to help me up here with it. Cecil Bill?
Tweet.
Pardon me. Well, I guess I'm not quite as young as I used to be. There. Now, certainly this is a great treat. Here's a fine new RCA Victor record player. Little 45 record player, a brand new one for all you young people out there. And I know you're going to enjoy very much because it's got some very fine pictures here. Wonderful little pictures all over here, little designs. You can see some of them all over the side here. Point a couple out, will you, Cecil Bill?
Tweet.
Yeah. Point them out here. Very fine, beautiful little designs, and I know they're little comic characters. I think you'll all enjoy very much. There's some over here on this side, too. And, of course, this is a fine RCA Victor 45 record player. The entire unit is contained in this just small, tiny instrument. It's got a magnificent speaker, and, of course, the world's fastest changer. Let's give them a sample, shall we, Cecil Bill?
Tweet.
There, isn't that fine? The world's fastest changer. Let's try that again. Push that little button there and show how that changes. There.
Tweet.
Now, you may turn it off.
Tweet.
Now, I have so many interesting things to show. I tell you, these little 7-inch records, of course, are so beautiful. And there's a new series. Shall we show the little new RCA Victor series of young people's records? They're so handsome. We've got a fine album down there. I think we might show. Let's take our little record player down here because we want to take good care of that. It's a mighty fine thing. So handsome, too. play so beautifully. Now, Cecil Bill. Oh, I see you've selected Peter and the Wolf in the 45 RPM record. My, that's a very fine album. Yes, we understand. We know the music, Cecil Bill. Now, this is in a little 45 album, little records that are 7-inch, of course, non-breakable and distortion-free. We also have that in the regular 78 RPM, the larger size. Wrong side. That's fine, Cecil Bill. Thank you so much for showing us these wonderful records. Peter and the Wolf is an excellent thing, a very excellent album. You're going to enjoy it. It's a new album in the Little Nipper series, and I know you're going to enjoy it. Now, I believe we are ready to commence. You will forgive me. We're going on with our second part of our show, where we find Louis Gomavitz working in the Navy. Now, most of his work was very, very hush-hush, but I have now arranged for the veil of secrecy to be torn aside, and we are going to see Louis Gomavitz at work in his secret job with the U.S. Navy.
I'm tired of this. I wish I was back in Montana. I would only listen to Mother and Daddy. I'd be back in Montana, working on the farm, walking down the rows of sagebrush and prickly pears. Well, I'm not going to stand for it anymore. I've got a lot to offer the U.S. Navy. I'm going in now. I'm going to see the lieutenant. I will speak to him and ask him for a better job. Oh, here comes the secretary now, I think. Some girl, I'll ask her. Oh, would you mind stepping aside, madam, and announcing me? I just want you to know that Seaman Third Class, Louis Gomavitz, is just about to come in and ask for a bigger job.
Oh?
Yes.
Well, I have news for you.
What's that, miss?
You are now speaking to Lieutenant Commander Fran Allison, Second Class.
Little does she know she's the admiral.
You wish to see the skipper?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I
Aye, ma'am. Pardon me.
feel it only fair to warn you that he is in a dreadful mood today.
Oh?
And I might beg you to consider whether or not you have formed an opinion of the B-36.
I wish I was back in Montana with the prickly pear and the cactus.
But soon the war was over, and back to civilian life went our good friend, Louis Gomavitz. And now we find him applying for a job at a television station in Chicago.
Haven't gotten any civvies yet. Got out of the Navy. Crawford?
Yes?
I want to work on television.
He wants to work on television. All right, kid, you'll start from the ground up, working on a camera, under the able direction of one of our fine woman directors, Miss Beulah Witch. Miss... Fran?
Yes?
Beulah Witch isn't here to play the part. You got to do it.
Oh, come now.
Come on, Fran. Under the able direction of Miss Beulah Witch, our authority on electronics. Miss Beulah Witch, I want you to meet Louis Gomavitz, your new dolly pusher.
Great, great. How are you?
No, here I am over here.
Oh, glad to see you. How've you been?
Fine, thanks.
Good, great. You up on the subject of electronics, are you?
What?
You know all about electronics, do you?
No, that's what I...
Good, great. That's the kind of men we need.
No,
Yeah.
no, I...
Glad to have you.
No,
Hope you'll be very happy here.
No, see, this is my television camera, and I just want to... Could you explain to me about the Zumar lens?
About the Zubar lens? I knew they'd do this to me. Glad to. Thought I wouldn't do it, did you? I'll try anything.
Thank you very much, Miss Witch.
Hope you'll be real happy
happy with us here. You understand, of course, that we're paid in due bills cashable at the drugstore downstairs. See you at lunch.
Well, this is what I wanted. I've got it. I wish I was back in Montana with the cactus and the sagebrush and the prickly pears. I wish I was back in Montana with the cactus and the sagebrush and the prickly pear. But maybe there will be a future to this.
Stick with it, kid. I've only been a dolly pusher for 5 years.
Or what?
Dolly pusher.
What's that?
Oh, you'll learn. He's the one that pushes the camera. Then after that, you graduate to chief dolly pusher. Then after that, well, maybe you'll get to be a stage manager. And after that, well, it's only one step from being stage manager to being out in the street. What am I saying? Anyway, stick with it, kid. Look, here's a new star of a new show. Her name is Fran Allison, and she's the star of this new show, Kukla, Fran and Ollie, and she can choose her own director.
Let me see. Certainly. Let me see.
How do you do?
Have you any qualifications for directing such a show? None at all. Well,
No.
you'll do fine.
All I do is
Yes, you'll be great.
just shut my eyes and say, take camera 2, take camera 1.
That's it.
That's all I do. Is that all right?
Come in and look at the lights a couple of times. and
Yeah.
Make sure that
They're on.
that they're on.
That'll do?
Yes, that's all there is to it.
Hooray! At
Walk
last!
around with a clipboard occasionally and rifle the pages on them, you know. and
Yeah.
just make sure that you look busy.
Yeah.
That's the important thing.
Hooray! At last, I have reached my goal. Louis Gomavitz, boy director.
All hail.
Now we will all gather around because it's Gami's birthday, and we will all sing our closing song to Mr. Louis Gomavitz. Boy, director, look at that. Well, the child with the old man's face.
Takes
Well-
his work very seriously.
Let's everybody join in on this, even you at home. We're going to sing... Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Tommy. Happy birthday to you. Well, this is a wonderful day. We're going to have a party afterwards?
Sure, going to have a party. We got cake and ice cream and everything. We're going to have a real great time.
Well, fine.
Don't you think it's going to be wonderful? How's the packing, all right?
Oh, I thought it was beautiful.
It's just fine. Just
I thought it
fine.
had a very sweet spirit.
I wish I was back in Montana.
Do you really?
Yes, I really...
Never mind, Kukla. There's only one thing left to say now, whether you're in Montana or North Carolina or where. Remember, in television,
It's RCA.
Victor.
This is Burr Tillstrom. To borrow a phrase from my friend, Madame Oglepus, I might say, thank you, television friends. You're all divine.
RCA Victor, world leader in radio, first in recorded music, first in television. Kukla, Fran and Ollie came to you from Chicago.